Imagine a manuscript so profound that it unlocks the secrets of consciousness and the journey beyond death, guiding souls through the mysteries in the space between lives. Today, we delve into the enigmatic teachings of the Tibetan Book of the Dead, an ancient text that offers a unique window into the Tibetan Buddhist understanding of life, death, and rebirth. We will explore its origins, its profound insights into the nature of consciousness, and how it has influenced millions across the globe, from ancient practitioners to modern seekers of wisdom. Stick around until the end to uncover how this ancient guide not only maps out the journey of the soul after death, but also provides practical wisdom on living a more mindful and compassionate life, insights that could transform your understanding of life and death. The essence of the Tibetan Book of the Dead. In the heart of Tibetan spirituality lies a profound and ancient text, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, or Bardo Thodol, which serves as a spiritual compass guiding souls through the journey that unfolds after death. This manuscript, revered for centuries, stands as a testament to the depth of Tibetan Buddhist understanding of the human condition, death, and the continuum of consciousness. At its core, the Tibetan Book of the Dead illuminates the intricate teachings on consciousness, portraying it as a force that transcends the limitations of our physical existence. It posits a view of consciousness not as a mere byproduct of our brain's functionality, but as an enduring essence that survives beyond the demise of our corporeal forms. This perspective challenges our conventional understanding of life and death, inviting us to consider a more expansive view of our existence. The text meticulously describes the journey of the soul through various stages, or bardos, following death. These stages represent different phases of consciousness that the soul navigates, from the moment of death to its eventual rebirth. The teachings emphasize that death is not the cessation of being, but rather a pivotal transition, a doorway to another state of existence. This cycle of death and rebirth is central to the Tibetan Buddhist belief in reincarnation, where death marks not an end, but the beginning of a new chapter in the soul's journey. Moreover, the Tibetan Book of the Dead provides detailed guidance on how to face the bardos with awareness and composure. It teaches that the experiences one encounters in these intermediate states are projections of the mind, reflecting one's thoughts, actions, and emotions from their earthly life. By recognizing the nature of these projections, the deceased can navigate the bardos with clarity, potentially influencing their destiny and the circumstances of their next incarnation. These teachings on consciousness and the afterlife journey offer a radical reimagining of death. Instead of viewing it with fear or finality, the Tibetan Book of the Dead presents death as an opportunity for transformation and liberation. It encourages us to live our lives with intention, mindfulness, and compassion, knowing that the quality of our thoughts and actions directly influences our journey through the bardos. In exploring the essence of the Tibetan Book of the Dead, we are invited to reflect on the nature of our consciousness, the meaning of death, and the possibilities beyond it. It challenges us to consider a more profound and interconnected view of existence, where death is but a transition in the continuous flow of consciousness. This ancient text, rich with spiritual wisdom, serves as a guide not only for the dying, but for all who seek to live a more meaningful and aware life. Historical origins. The story of the Tibetan Book of the Dead begins with the legendary figure of Padmasambhava, a Buddhist master whose influence in the 8th century transcends mere historical narrative. It is he who is credited with the monumental task of introducing Buddhism to Tibet, transforming its spiritual landscape forever. Padmasambhava, or Guru Rinpoche, as he is affectionately known, arrived in Tibet at the behest of King Trisong Detsen to subdue the ancient spirits resistant to the new doctrine. His success laid the foundation for Buddhism to flourish in Tibetan soil, interweaving with the indigenous beliefs to form a unique spiritual tapestry. Within this rich spiritual milieu, the teachings that would become the Tibetan Book of the Dead were first transmitted. Padmasambhava, understanding the cyclic nature of time and consciousness, imparted these profound insights, foreseeing the future needs of sentient beings. These teachings were then concealed as terma, hidden treasures destined to be revealed when most needed by the world. It wasn't until the 14th century that Karma Lingpa, a Tibetan Terton, uncovered these teachings, bringing to light the wisdom that had been waiting, nestled in the Himalayan expanse. The journey from these mystical origins to the text's place as a global spiritual phenomenon is as fascinating as it is complex. Initially, the Tibetan Book of the Dead was a closely guarded secret, its wisdom shared within select Buddhist circles, primarily used by lamas to guide the dying and the dead through the transitional phases of death and rebirth. Its teachings were an integral part of the Tibetan cultural fabric, reflecting a deep understanding of life's transitory nature and the continuity of consciousness. The transition of the Tibetan Book of the Dead from a hidden treasure to a global spiritual text began in earnest with its first English translation in the 20th century. The translation efforts of Walter Evans Wentz, who fortuitously encountered the text in India, introduced the Western world to its teachings. Published in 1927 under the title The Tibetan Book of the Dead, it captured the imagination of a global audience, eager for spiritual wisdom from the East. This English version, despite its limitations and the liberties taken in interpretation, played a pivotal role in popularizing Tibetan Buddhism and its views on life, death, and rebirth, far beyond its Himalayan origins. Since then, the Tibetan Book of the Dead has transcended cultural and religious boundaries, resonating with people across the globe. Its teachings on the nature of mind and consciousness, the process of dying, and the opportunities for liberation have provided comfort and insight to many, regardless of their spiritual background. The text's journey from the hidden valleys of Tibet to become a source of spiritual guidance for individuals worldwide is a testament to the universal truths it contains. This ancient wisdom, once reserved for the select few, now offers guidance and solace to all who navigate the complexities of life, death, and the search for meaning. Bardos, realms between life and death. The concept of the Bardos, central to the Tibetan Book of the Dead, outlines the intricate journey that the soul embarks upon after death, a voyage that stretches between the cessation of physical life and the beginning of a new existence. This profound text, steeped in centuries of Tibetan Buddhist wisdom, acts as a guiding light through these transitions, offering the departed a chance at favorable rebirth or the ultimate liberation of enlightenment. The term bardo translates to an intermediate state or transitional phase, where the soul navigates through various realms, each presenting unique challenges and opportunities for spiritual growth. The Tibetan Book of the Dead identifies several key bardos, including the moment of death, the experience of the true nature of reality, and the phase leading up to rebirth. These stages are critical junctures where the soul's future is determined by its reactions to the visions and experiences it encounters. The initial phase, occurring at the moment of death, introduces the soul to the raw, unfiltered essence of reality, often manifested through intense, vivid hallucinations. These visions can be terrifying or mesmerizing, populated by peaceful and wrathful deities. However, the text emphasizes that these figures are not external entities, but projections of the soul's mind, shaped by its desires, fears, and the actions undertaken during its earthly life. To achieve liberation or a favorable rebirth, the deceased must recognize these visions as illusions, mere reflections of their inner psyche. The Tibetan Book of the Dead provides detailed instructions for this purpose, usually recited by a lama or a learned practitioner, guiding the soul to maintain awareness and detachment. By understanding that these experiences, no matter how compelling, are not real, the soul can transcend the cycle of samsara, the endless loop of birth, death, and rebirth, and move toward enlightenment. This recognition is not easily achieved. It requires the soul to have cultivated certain qualities in life, such as mindfulness, compassion, and a deep understanding of the nature of reality. These teachings underscore the interconnectedness of life and death, suggesting that how we live directly impacts our journey through the bardos. Living a virtuous life filled with good deeds and positive intentions prepares the soul to navigate the afterlife with clarity and purpose. The Tibetan Book of the Dead is not only a manual for the dead, but also a source of profound spiritual insight for the living. It offers a unique lens through which to view our existence, encouraging a mindful, compassionate approach to life. By contemplating the bardos and the transitions they represent, we can learn to face our mortality with equanimity and to understand death as a natural, integral part of the continuum of existence. Moreover, the teachings on the bardos provide valuable lessons on confronting fears, understanding the illusory nature of our perceptions, and recognizing the power of our minds in shaping our experiences. This wisdom, drawn from the depths of Tibetan Buddhism, invites us to live more fully, with an awareness of the impermanence of all things and the infinite potential for transformation that lies within us. In essence, the journey through the bardos, as depicted in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, is a metaphor for the journey of life itself, challenging us to awaken to our true nature, to live with intention and kindness, and to prepare for the ultimate transition with wisdom and grace. This ancient text continues to inspire seekers around the world, offering guidance for both the journey beyond death and the path to a more enlightened life. Book of the Dead and Near-Death Experiences. The intriguing overlap between the ancient wisdom of the Tibetan Book of the Dead and contemporary near-death experiences, NDEs, offers more than just a topic of curiosity. It bridges millennia of spiritual understanding with today's accounts of the afterlife, sparking a riveting dialogue between past and present. This connection not only reaffirms the enduring insights of Tibetan teachings, but also invites us to explore the profound implications these shared experiences have on our understanding of life, death, and what lies beyond. Diving into the heart of this exploration, we uncover remarkable parallels between the bardos, the stages of transition detailed in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, and the vivid narratives shared by individuals who have experienced NDEs. Both realms of experience describe journeys beyond the physical world, featuring encounters with beings of light, transformative visions, and a sense of profound peace or detachment from one's physical existence. These similarities are not mere coincidences, but rather point to a universal aspect of human consciousness that transcends time, culture, and personal belief. The alignment of NDEs with the experiences outlined in the Bardos not only validates the ancient teachings of the Tibetan Book of the Dead, but also provides a contemporary lens through which we can view these age-old wisdom. For instance, the life review phenomenon reported in many NDEs echoes the bardic teachings on karma and the reflective nature of the afterlife, suggesting that our actions and intentions ripple through our consciousness, even beyond death. This striking resemblance offers a powerful affirmation of the Tibetan view of life's cyclic nature and the continuity of consciousness. Moreover, the transformative impact reported by individuals who have undergone NDEs mirrors the spiritual awakening described in the bardic journey. Many return from their experiences with a radically altered perception of life, a deeper appreciation for existence, a reduced fear of death, and an enhanced sense of connection to the universe. These profound shifts in perspective resonate deeply with the principles laid out in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, which teaches us to live with mindfulness, compassion, and a recognition of our interconnectedness. This fascinating dialogue between ancient spiritual teachings and modern experiences challenges us to expand our understanding of consciousness and the nature of reality. It encourages us to consider the implications of these shared experiences for our own lives, inviting us to live more fully, prepare for our eventual journey beyond this life, and embrace the transformative power of understanding death. By exploring the intersections between the Tibetan Book of the Dead and NDEs, we're not just engaging with intriguing concepts, but are also uncovering valuable insights that can enrich our lives, offering a profound appreciation for the mystery and beauty of existence. Integrating the principles into our lives, integrating the principles of the Tibetan Book of the Dead into our lives involves more than adopting a set of spiritual practices. It's about embracing a profound transformation in how we perceive and interact with the world around us. The teachings on mindfulness, the nature of consciousness, and the journey through the Bardos provide a rich framework for living a life filled with purpose, compassion, and a deep appreciation for the transient beauty of existence. At the core of these teachings is the cultivation of mindfulness and awareness, encouraging us to live fully in each moment and awake to the experiences and sensations that life offers. This heightened state of awareness helps us recognize the fleeting nature of our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. By practicing mindfulness in our daily activities, we prepare ourselves not only for the inevitable journey through the Bardos, but for a richer, more connected experience of life itself. The Tibetan Book of the Dead also imparts the critical lesson of impermanence, reminding us that everything in life, including life itself, is transient. This understanding can profoundly change how we approach our existence, helping us let go of attachments and fears, and encouraging us to live more fully and authentically. It teaches us to cherish each moment and relationship, knowing that they are temporary gifts. Moreover, the emphasis on compassion and altruism within the text guides us to extend kindness and understanding to others, recognizing that we are all interconnected in the web of life. By fostering these qualities, we not only enhance our own lives, but also contribute to the well-being of those around us, creating a more harmonious and compassionate world. Preparing for death as an integral part of life is another essential aspect of applying these teachings. Rather than avoiding the topic of death, we are encouraged to confront it directly, seeing it as a natural transition rather than an end. This preparation involves not just spiritual practices like meditation, but also a conscious effort to live in a way that reflects our values and aspirations. By contemplating our mortality, we are inspired to live more meaningful lives, making choices that resonate with our deepest truths. In essence, integrating the principles of the Tibetan Book of the Dead into our daily lives invites us to live with greater awareness, compassion, and mindfulness. It challenges us to view every experience, whether joyful or painful, as an opportunity for growth and transformation. By embracing the teachings of this ancient text, we can navigate the complexities of life and death with wisdom and grace, enriching our journey through this world and beyond. Conclusion. In weaving together the timeless wisdom of the Tibetan Book of the Dead with the compelling accounts of near-death experiences, we've journeyed across the expanse of human consciousness, exploring the mysteries of life, death, and the realms that lie beyond our physical existence. This exploration is not merely an academic exercise, it's a profound invitation to look deeply into the essence of our being, to understand the interconnectedness of all life, and to live with greater purpose, compassion, and awareness. The striking parallels between the ancient bardos and modern NDEs illuminate a universal truth about our nature and destiny, offering us a unique lens through which to view our lives and our inevitable passage through death. These narratives, ancient and contemporary, remind us that death is not an end, but a transition, a doorway to another state of being, and an opportunity for spiritual awakening and liberation. By embracing the teachings of the Tibetan Book of the Dead and reflecting on the transformative experiences of those who have glimpsed the afterlife, we are encouraged to live more mindfully and to face the great unknown with courage and hope. This journey through the bardos, mirrored in the stories of NDE survivors, offers us invaluable insights into how to navigate our own lives with grace, preparing us for the ultimate journey that awaits us all. As we conclude this exploration, let us carry forward the wisdom and insights gleaned from the pages of the Tibetan Book of the Dead and the testimonies of those who have stood at the threshold of death and returned. Let these teachings inspire us to live with greater depth, to cultivate kindness and compassion in our hearts, and to view the journey of life and death not with fear, but with an open heart and a curious spirit. In the end, the conversation between the ancient and the modern, the spiritual and the empirical, invites us to ponder the great mysteries of existence, encouraging us to live more fully, love more deeply, and leave behind a legacy of wisdom and compassion for those who follow. This is not just the conclusion of our script, it's an invitation to a new beginning, a call to embark on the greatest adventure of all, the quest to understand the true nature of our existence and to live each moment to its fullest.